Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check 55, Mike. Follow. Full straight. Six guys. Check signal. Fanatic. Kill. Tighten up. 81. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Big air. Easy. Crunch. Green, triple team. SOS.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Even. Out. Flip. No. Check 52. Slam. Check the hut.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Check 43. Hey, stop.
Now Cook running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
Ready. Flag. What you got? 55. Switch. Check. Hey, 55 on the 50. Check. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Winston now from the 50. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get him! Get him!
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Set, ready. 49. Mike, 49. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Kaiser now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check four. Even. Easy. Green, 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. A touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Easy. Come to me, it's me. Follow. Where we go?
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Kaiser. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now Kaiser. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Even. I'm going back to you.
Throwing, Winston. That is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 24 yards.
good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Now a run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And he completes it to Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Get some space. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Flip. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yo. Yo, Sonny. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Kaiser. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on, fellas.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a dump off here complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. And Thomas has it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Kaiser yet again. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check three. Slam. Bang. Watch the edge.
Again, it's Kaiser. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Kaiser now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. To the air again, Kaiser. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go. With the flag. Let's go, D. He's coming. Rush in. Shift. 25. Check 25. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He can't hang. Hey, let's go.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Freeman again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. 34 yards there and a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. From the red zone now, Kaiser. He gets this one to Boyd. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Kaiser, 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He's got his man, Boyd. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Clayton, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
49, guys.
Throwing on 2nd down. Kaiser. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They run it again with Cook, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston, it's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Check it. Let's get it first. Check 15. Check 15. Alert flare. Follow. Taco. Easy. Hey. Green, triple T. 58. Come on. 58. Hey. 5 on the 50. Let's get 5 on the 50. Let's get off the field, G.
A toss to Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Nice, sweetheart. Check 24.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Rolling to his right. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play action now. Kaiser. Caught by Jones. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Zay Jones. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Yeah. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You ain't doing nothing. Watch the ship.
Now it's Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Kaiser. He gets it to Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing. Winston. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ricky. Check. Wait. Check hot. Easy. He's mine. 70. 2-6.
To the air again with Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And running with and now off to the races down the right side. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Freeman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Second tone, defense. Second tone, defense. Let's go.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Freeman. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You don't want no problems with me.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the 38, Winston. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Play action now, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.